You need to work on silencing male voices because you give one of them a mic and here they go.
What's good, y'all? I'm Bobby off Dome Podcast.
I'm Doggy.
I'm on.
And we have a special guest with us today.
Bro.
Yes, sir.
What's up, guys? Wavy Tom. You know what I'm saying?
So I don't know if you're new here, so we ask the same question every week to all our guests. How was y'all week?
Y'all are rude, bro. Let the guests go first.
Okay, sure. My fault.
Hospitality.
Guess. My fault. I said my fault.
Hey, man, my week was pretty good. Just working out, getting back in the lab. How about y'all?
How was it really?
How was
I asked that to everyone. How was it really?
What makes you go to the lab?
you know, you got to get back the gains, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay,
He's on the gym.
Yeah.
y'all meant like
You
work.
think you're going to the laboratory?
Schoolwork lab. Like,
This man,
I gotta get my head
you're a
out.
nerd. It's like, no.
This man. Never mind. Anywho, because there was a time where we went to.
Don't
the
bring
gym.
that time up. This guy,
We went to the gym at 5 a.m., but it didn't last for so long. You know?
because of him. This man, it was.
Why you pointing fingers?
It was.
Why you pointing fingers?
It was in October. It was getting cold. He says, in November, when November starts, I'm not going to the gym. Did not go to the gym.
November 1st.
It wasn't my fault. It rained.
Rain?
It rained. Bro, think about it's November. It's like, what, like 20 degrees outside? It's raining.
working
Like,
outside?
anybody want to go?
Inside, though.
I texted in the chat. I was like, yo, it's raining. And they were like, we know. And so we didn't go that day. The
No,
next day,
I know
we
what I
didn't
said.
go.
I said, when he said it's raining, I said, are we working out outside? Like, why do you care if it's raining?
I have to drive there, don't I?
It's a 5-minute drive.
It's really not. Not in the rain. You have to be very cautious.
So it's 10 minutes.
Last week's episode, what was the lesson?
They're going to bring everything back to that accident. I know they are.
Yes.
But
Anywho,
how was your week?
it was good, man. Just classwork and group projects. That's all.
How was it really?
Hey. Hey. My teachers are not teaching. My professors. They just, yeah.
I'm not professoring.
They're
I
not
hate that.
professoring. That's all y'all gotta know. Walk by faith.
Yes, sir.
That's it.
I'm going to leave that in there.
What about Bobby?
Yeah,
Bobby.
Bobby. You know
I
he
meant
said
to say
that?
Aman.
Actually, with me, it's like, it could be a new thing. But this week, it's been chill. For real. On, like, the work side.
How are your coworkers?
Why you got to do that? They're good. You know, like I said last time, they're here. They're there to provide for their families. I'm trying to get some new shoes.
That's crazy.
But nah, they're cool. They're chill. But one thing I said this week is like, I noticed, bro, like it's getting to that season,
The
that nice fall season. The weather's getting
Yeah.
nice. Everything. No more heat, bro. Good holidays coming up. You know.
The last 3 years it was just straight raining.
Yeah.
Oh,
rain
for
like
real.
So
crazy.
sad. Like, I don't know. I just didn't want to go outside. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I
Everybody's
just
mood went
sleep.
down when it was raining.
Yeah.
But nah, that's my week. How about you, Big Man?
Any? Xavier Mescan.
How
We're here alive, and I'm just grateful. I had an exam today, but Xavier Adle.
many exams? Yeah, 2 exams. How well did you do?
That's the truth.
Can't
Don't
say
lie.
that
Don't lie. Don't
Okay,
lie
let me
to
tell
the
you what
audience.
happened. Okay, I failed. I had an exam for one of my hardest.
You didn't
classes.
fail,
I
you
failed. I failed it last week,
You struggled.
but I didn't care because that
He
was
didn't hit
the
the
accident.
mark.
And then today, I prepared. I came. I gave it my best. I gave it to God. Let His will be done. But the second quiz though, that one,
He said, nah.
God said no.
God said,
there was no saving from that. But it's okay.
Hey,
On to the next.
as soon as he gets home, what did I do?
I'm trying not to get home. That's what I'm saying. What are we gonna do?
This
after
man
this?
sat. This man sat down in front of the quiz and said, "We don't have the capacity."
Nah, but honestly, there's so many times, and like I don't know, cause like the things we learn and the things that we get tested on is 2 different things.
Bro.
It's
No,
2
for
different.
Y'all
sure.
be having that moment. It's like after the test, people are talking about the answers. You're like, man said 75. I put 246.
Nah, I got Abraham Lincoln. I don't know.
Like, what, this was a number?
No,
No,
this
but-
is really what happened to me. We even had the practice quizzes for the last 5 years.
Last 5
to
years is
prepare.
crazy.
Right? I'm telling you, it was actually for me. It was only one question that I couldn't do. The quiz was 20 minutes long.
You had half a decade to prepare, and you still failed. You had half a decade.
Nah,
No,
honestly,
that's
I don't
wild.
blame you though, cause I think it's like partially it's like that college experience where everyone at least struggles or fails at class.
Okay, but failing for 3 classes is wild, bro. I'm not failing 3 classes, but I'm saying struggling 3 times is wild in one day.
I think the problem is you.
I've accepted that, to be honest. I gotta change somehow, but it's okay.
You're good, yeah. So
you're good.
you have a long journey.
No,
to go,
because
bro.
like out of all of us, he's the one that puts in the most work, right? It's like, good job.
Oh.
You're getting somewhere.
Good job.
You're getting
But-
somewhere.
How about you,
Hopefully.
Thomas?
Amen.
Yeah.
How was school for you?
I was cool. I'm online, so everything's pretty straight for real. It's straightforward, so there's not really any like issues. My teachers don't email me back. I just go back to sleep. So
How's
Dang.
that Zoom? How's that Zoom? When you
it's not even
leave
Zoom.
meeting?
For
There's-
real?
It's everything is asynchronous, so I don't ever see
Oh,
the
no.
teachers.
Okay.
What's your college? I'm trying to go there.
Go Penn State.
Yeah,
Go
it's
Lions.
Are you-
Nah, we don't rep that, bro. What the heck?
Do you work
Smart.
good like that though? Like I know,
We're
'cause for
good.
me, if asynchronous, I be getting kind of lazy. Like,
Yeah.
I'll do
Yeah.
it some other time. Like
Give us
that.
some tips, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. If you're asynchronous and you're not waking up by like 8 a.m., getting on your, you gotta treat it like normal school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or else you're gonna struggle.
8 a.m. is crazy.
I'm not gonna tell you what side of the spectrum I'm on, but
We'll throw you on the deep end.
We're all on the spectrum, bro. and not that spectrum. At this point, it gotta be some spectrum, bro. 'Cause these grades is crazy.
Hey, he's get degrees, man. I'm just saying. At the end of the day,
You don't got me sweating.
at the end of the day, you make it. That's all that matters. No, I'm
Hopefully.
telling you, we talked about this, but like our graduation party,
uh-huh.
it's gonna be elite. That's the only thing that's getting me
Hey,
through.
I
this
can
semester.
directly say that. That's
Our
the only thing that's
graduation
getting me
party.
through the day, bro.
Hey, I will post it on YouTube if I have to. My graduation party is gonna be lit. I don't care.
Hey, the
Anything
food-
comes my way.
The food is about to be.
Yeah, and the next day I'm gonna be on the flight to Italy. I don't care. I said what I said.
Nah,
That's
we are
it.
traveling after graduation. All of us are graduating that year. We have to take the whole summer just to travel.
Like
No,
a boys
listen.
trip.
That's a boys trip.
It don't
The whole
matter
summer.
what kind of
Until
trip it is.
All the
All
money
the
I
money
make.
I'm getting is going straight to vacation. That's
Exactly.
it.
Literally, until I have $0 and $0 in my bank account, I'm going.
I struggled for 16 years.
Nah,
more than that.
facts. Y'all deserve it.
17 years. I have to do it
If y'all-
twice.
once y'all
Fifth
make it
grade.
through this, hey, Mr. 305 worldwide. We pitbull out here, but ain't no way.
Nah, we need that for
worldwide.
real.
Europe
No.
especially, yeah.
Nah, Europe. I'm telling you, bro. Like, especially traveling this summer, just opens your eyes to a whole.
Also,
different
one thing,
perspective.
I want everybody to watch this video. Before we give you the answer, how old do you think this man is?
Yeah, that's actually.
I'll give
I
you
don't
5
know.
seconds. 1, 2.
Wait, hold
You
on. Let
really
me guess. Let
counting
me guess.
like
Let me
they
guess. Let me
gotta
guess. Let me
shout it
guess.
out.
How old do you
Oh,
think?
he
Okay,
was.
I have some info because I know he's in college.
Okay, how
So
old?
Okay.
he's definitely like, I'll say 18 for sure, right? Hold
Okay.
up. Okay, so he's
Yeah.
over 18.
Yeah, okay. But how old do
But
you
he
think?
has a beard though. Like that's.
I wish I could see his face. He got a beard.
What
I
you
got
think?
nothing.
Dang, you see, it's a trick. It's a trick. It's a
Nah,
trick
let's
question.
Just say your
Not a
answer.
trick question. Just say your answer.
He's 19.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Whoa.
We were guessing
19.
22
You're
and
not-
23.
I thought he was older than me, like a 22. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I was gonna say something like 21,
I was
but then
dressing him like a
the
grown
way you
man.
asked
like,
it, I'm like, okay, he
He
must
is a
be
grown
younger.
man.
What gave it away?
like, I thought he was like older than me.
Me guessing, to be honest. I was gonna say because he like if you just ask me casually, I'll probably say like 21.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
At
You're
least-
19?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's
It's like the voice, the beard, how you carry yourself.
Yeah,
bro.
facts.
exactly. It's
Yeah,
all about how
that's
you carry
true.
yourself.
Okay, now it's like out of weird, bro.
Right.
I mean,
Good,
he
deal for
does
that.
carry himself like like 21, 22 years old.
Yeah, that's what
That's
he
that's
said.
good.
That's good.
That's
Yeah.
really good.
I feel like it's like a good and a bad thing.
Why?
Well, wait.
What's the
I
bad
feel
thing?
like the good, like you don't want to look too old. You know, like how black
Yeah.
don't crack.
But you want
But like, yeah.
Or when girls like, you're a baby. You're 1 year older than me.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll never understand that.
Have
But
you had this
anywho,
experience where this is like when I had like my full beard, I had this experience where people thought I was so mature, and then when I'm with my friends, I act stupid because
Yeah.
I was 19, right? And then they're like, "Damn, bro, I thought you were older." Like, bro, I'm still acting like. Do you have that experience where
Sometimes
people,
with my friends, they'll be like, "Oh, like I forgot that you were our age." They'll be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
But with other people, they're like, "Oh, okay, like he's a little weird, like because the beard." You're like, "Oh, he's 22," and I'm like, "Oh, I'm 19." Like I'm acting my age. Like
Dang.
I'm just chilling for real.
going through it like the rest of us.
That used to happen to me with Sam. I be forgetting this man as a teenager. There was one friend in our group. He was like 19 and we were like 20.
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah.
And I'm like, bro.
But he's so
when- when-
mature.
Yeah, he's actually
like-
mature.
So does that mean like you started school earlier than like, or like is this your first year in college?
No, I'm a sophomore.
You're
My
sophomore
second
college.
year.
So
Yeah,
wait, that means what year did you graduate high school? How old were you?
21, I think.
How old
21,
were you?
20.
How
I
old were you?
was 18.
20 probably.
18. Okay,
20.
so okay, then that's
Yeah, 20.
Oh no,
Did you
21,
attend
21.
graduation?
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
It was like the first like
Pandemic?
quarantine graduation.
Oh, okay.
Oh, y'all
Oh,
new
see.
age.
That's how you know. That's
I
how
had
you
no
know.
prom though.
Yeah,
DC
that's
before
sad.
before
We were the
before
last,
COVID.
2019 was the last generation of normal.
Normal school.
Then the world changed.
We got robbed, man.
Yeah, you.
That's
did.
why my graduation is that much more important.
That's what I'm telling you, bro.
Really, I need to
I'm-
graduate, bro. That's not an option.
No, I'm gonna graduate. I'm
Doggy,
telling
we
you.
need to.
We talked about this. Listen, the
Mm.
playlist is already being created. I'm telling you, there's gonna be
The playlist.
moves already in motion.
You don't know what is
Hopefully I
going on.
graduate.
You don't know what is going on.
While you sleeping, we're making money.
Yeah, we are making money.
Nah.
This is chatter.
No, honestly though, I have to graduate. I don't care. And then you know what's so funny? Like, I feel like the degree's not even for me. Like,
It's for my parents.
yeah,
your
exactly. I would
parents.
give it to my
I'll
dad.
give it to them. Alright, what's
Yeah.
up?
Y'all happy?
You know what's crazy though?
Huh?
I also learned that there are some college courses
Yeah.
where the class is dedicated to. We already talked about this.
Mm.
To becoming social media influencers.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Oh yeah.
There's
Like
classes,
there's a
like,
class dedicated
You
to
can
becoming.
pass
yeah.
it if you get like 10K followers on TikTok,
Oh, for real?
something like that. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, it's offered here.
Putting
this-
you on
this
game. And I was like,
university.
yo, I might be in the wrong field, bro. Like, imagine then. We would have like A pluses like 3 times, bro.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
Might
mean,
be
you
the
pass
wrong
the
field.
class, it improves your GPA if you're failing.
And
that
you're learning
class.
some strategies and stuff like how to. Wait, what
Nothing.
major is that?
I can't give out all the info, bro.
Yeah.
Then I don't want
Offline,
anybody.
talk offline.
I got you.
UCLA offers a lot of good classes, bro.
UCLA does, man. I'm glad we're here, though, honestly. I don't know. It's like, I feel like, because a lot of us here, like, at the school, and it's like, I don't know. Like, you really, like, we really see each other. It's like,
I don't even
it
go
still
yet.
hits sometimes. It
I
still
just be
hits
here with y'all. I
sometimes.
don't go here. Soon.
But you hear more than that.
Dagam can attest to this, right?
What?
So last year I was by myself.
Yeah.
So when you're by yourself, you don't have confidence. You're just like random person, right?
Yeah.
When I'm with like Ayob and Dagi and Henok and you guys, the confidence that I have is crazy.
Of course.
Like I do not care. We just be talking loud. Like
Yeah.
we go to like this eating area,
Yeah.
and we just be acting crazy. Like that's so
Nah, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
There's
I need to
a-
start saving money,
there's a
bro. No, because the Chick-fil-A here robbing
Why
me,
you gotta
bro.
ruin the mood, bro? You know how my bank account is. But anyways, there's a name for that. It's like when one like a group of men come together. Like,
Okay, don't say it. We're not in a cult. Calm down.
so you're not a man? You're
No,
not
no,
a man?
that's not what I'm saying.
Are you? Never mind. Let me stop.
No, but listen, I'm being serious, bro. Like, because every time, like, for me to get to my garage, to my parking lot, I have to go through the specific
gosh.
building that has Chick-fil-A and the other good restaurants. It's like, once you see it, you know what I mean? Like,
You gotta close your eyes and walk.
yeah, bro. Like, yo, close. no, listen. We had a friend, right? And then someone was walking past us, right? And then, so me and him just like, we're looking at each other, right? Trying not acknowledge that person. And then, next thing you know, our friend Ayo just comes and he's like, guys, I have to manually close my eyes.
I'm like, bro, just blink. He said, I gotta,
He said this, and I was like, bro, what are you doing?
this
He's
man
like,
missed the update. Like, I don't know.
I have to manually close my eyes. That had me weak, honestly. But this campus, just, you know.
You have to like flick the switch. So.
But no, actually, in honor of our guests, you know,
Yeah.
we're all hobbits right here.
Mhm.
You know, we're all young men. Before we get into like some deeper topics as this conversation goes laterally,
Yeah.
I guess a simple thing I would like to ask you: you have any funny stories growing up, bro?
You have any funny stories growing up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something that you would like to share.
That's an amazing question. I have a lot of stories. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I'll give you guys one.
Okay.
So I'm Orthodox,
Yeah.
and I'm also a deacon.
Yeah.
So,
I talk about that.
Yeah.
so I'm a
Yeah.
deacon. So I went to Mikhail in DC
Yeah.
in Northeast. So there's this one celebration in August called Fisata. It's its own. So we all spend the night there for 14 days. We shower there, we eat there, the same shiro for lunch, breakfast,
Just
dinner.
diacons or like,
Just diakon.
okay.
And there might be some other people there, but it's like us as a collective.
Yeah.
So there was one lady that came one night, and she fell asleep. So we're on the stage.
Yeah.
She fell asleep on the chairs right next door, and we go outside to go to the bathroom, and her eyes are open, but she's like just laying still. We go to the bathroom, we come back, she's not there. So we're like, okay, this is funny, this is nice. Maybe she went up, it's Aros Mata, we're like, okay,
Yeah.
cool. We go back upstairs, and then we hear like running.
Oh nah.
Mind you,
Close the
it's
church.
11:30. It's 11:30 p.m.
Uh-huh.
So like, and we have to get up at 1 a.m.
Yeah.
to go do what we got to do.
Yeah.
So we're about to get ready. We're putting our clothes on, our netala minam, and then we see her, and she's doing like crunches on the chairs.
Okay.
Now we're like,
On the
okay,
chairs?
on the chairs,
Okay.
like back and forth.
Okay.
We're like, okay, this might be, a little tweak.
Yeah.
And then we go into church. Just a little bit at that point. We go inside, we come back. She's in the men's bathroom Go in the men's bathroom. She's in there. We turn the lights on because it's conserve energy.
Yeah.
Turn the lights on. She's in there. We run out.
Yeah.
We've never seen her ever again.
Hold on, wait a minute.
After that,
Wait,
Hold
hold
on.
on.
That's a funny story. You got some things
Wait,
to
so
ask.
you haven't seen her since then?
we have never seen her since then.
That's a horror movie, my guy.
Do people recognize her in the community? Like, do they know her?
We mentioned it to people the next day and like, yeah, she used to steal Bibles from the church. She used to do all this phenomenon. But like after that day, we never seen her at in August ever again.
In August, but does she come like?
I mean,
I'm just
on a
asking.
normal Sunday,
Yeah.
I'm not scared of anything.
Yeah.
God is my savior.
Amen.
But on a Thursday night at 11:30 p.m. in that big church, God,
Wait,
That's crazy.
when y'all heard the footsteps,
What was going through
yeah,
your
what
mind?
happened?
Yeah, how many of you were there?
there's maybe like 15 of us.
Oh, yeah.
But like half of them are asleep. So it's like my core group just standing up like talking on. And it's 11:30. You don't. Why are people running around? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we peek there's like blinds. Peek the blinds and we see her doing crunches, and then we're like, okay, yeah, this is where we got
So she
scared.
was like fully like.
Like, you know, like,
The
all-
grind don't stop.
The
you know?
form was great. I'm not gonna lie. The form was amazing.
You remember it like it was yesterday.
She had definitely had a 6-pack underneath. Like all the
Grind don't
stuff.
stop.
Dude, that is crazy.
That's crazy.
So you haven't seen her since then?
I've never seen her since then.
When did this happen?
2018.
But would you like if you're in public?
I would have recognized her. I'm not
You
gonna
would?
lie, because it's been what 4 years. So she's probably changed. She might not even be alive.
What about we
You
do
know,
like
maybe
those
could've-
like sketches? You know, the detective sketches.
We
put-
Well, she was an older lady, and like she was dark skinned, but she had a net on. She had like the whole thing on.
She was doing crunches and I thought, wait.
Hey, bro.
It
We
wasn't-
have no excuses.
The grind don't stop. You know.
But I guess a good point I want to bring up is he said diakons. There's a lot of good, there's I guess like not a stereotype, but
Mm-hmm.
Wait, before we get serious,
Yeah.
let me say something like that. I don't. Before we get serious,
No,
right?
no.
So I see a bunch of like, I don't go on TikTok much anymore.
Uh-huh.
But when I was, there was like a bunch of, I don't know if it's a meme or something, where it's like Deacon slander.
That's what I was
Yeah.
Okay.
I was about to bring that up, like, we have a diakon with us.
Yeah.
From your point of view, what do you think is like? There's like this thing out there, like deacons or in the church they're good, but these outside the church they be wilding stuff like that. Like,
The crazy thing is, like, I'm not gonna lie, there are a couple bad eggs that will like they're wilding out, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like because people are so like they're assuming that they're holy day. As soon as they come home from school, they're gonna get on their knees and do tzaddot before they do their homework. After homework, they're doing tzaddot again. It's like I'm still normal. Like I'm gonna do like everything that y'all are doing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Like Sundays might be the only difference, and maybe even like a couple other days. But like at the end of the day, I feel like we get a bad rep just because of the assumption behind the diakon name. Yeah.
I guess from 2 point of views because I guess from 2 point of views, I guess. Oh my goodness.
You guess what? That's what I thought.
From how I seen it, like back when I used to like attend church.
Forgive me for that one.
When I used to attend like like Harvest Church, like I used to go to Mario when I was like,
Okay.
Orthodox with my
Mhm.
parents and stuff. The deacons, like the parents, oh my goodness, if you're a deacon, the parents used to love you. Like, my mom used to be like, why don't you become a deacon? I'm like, hold up now. Hold up. Let me learn the Bible first. I don't even know the Bible. But I guess it's like, why people would think that way is like, as a deacon, like, isn't there like a responsibility to it? You're supposed to represent, God, the Bible. So I guess some of these bad eggs, I think, do you think they understand that truly? Like do you think like these bad eggs understand the magnitude of what they're doing before they sign up to be a deacon?
So my biggest thing is I feel like people who get it really young, like deacons who get their deaconship. I got mine when I was 13, so this is my 7th year going in. So I feel like people who get it really young, like me, and don't really understand like the responsibility, like you were saying.
Yeah.
When they grow older, like I would say this: if you gave me the same opportunity, like to become a deacon when I was 16, 17, I'm not sure it would have been 100% yes.
Yeah.
Because of how my life was going at that point. And when I was 13, what are you doing at 13? You know, it's middle school. You really don't got anything going on for you.
Go to church. Sign me up.
So it's like, okay, cool. And like all my friends are doing it too. So it's like not peer pressure, but it's like, like I'm not gonna be alone. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like people who get it when they're young and then when they're older, they're like, I don't want to really do this anymore. Well, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, I don't blame them, but you don't do anything wrong without knowing it's wrong.
Yeah.
So they know what they're doing is wrong, but I can't blame them. It's like, like they might not want to do it anymore.
Yeah.
So like the term I use, like, they quit. Like it's a job, like they quit.
Yeah.
Deacon, that's what I use.
What can you explain what a deacon is to some people that might not know or who might not have the background?
A deacon is the representation of the apostles in the current age. So like Peter, Paul, or I mean Paul wasn't really like an apostle, but in that kind of age, that's our representation in the present day. So it's like to spread the gospel in the terminology that is for them.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but do you guys like go out and evangelize or like what would you say is like the main thing that you would say like as a deacon?
I feel like a lot of that, like everything changes. Like as you know, a lot of the Old Testament changed from the New Testament going into like the complete Bible, even into what it is now. I feel like a lot of it has changed, the terminology and everything. Not that it doesn't apply, but it's like, you know, when Orthodox or even like everything came from Africa to here, like with our parents and with the generations coming forward, everything really changed. So I feel like our job nowadays is mainly to be there on Sundays and to help out. But I feel like you don't have to be a deacon to evangelize. I feel like that's everyone's duty. You know, God says, you know, go and tell all the nations about me. So it's like, that's not just a deacon's job, but you're right. Like it is one of our duties. So yeah, you're right.
I guess the question is like, what do you think is like the biggest issue going on right now? Like I guess Habesha culture, like youngins, people our age and younger. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to like even just church, but like just our whole culture. Like you know, sometimes you know some bad habits we have or stuff like that. Cause I know for me when I went to like you know a church, Habesha Orthodox church or just any church, you would be like you see your parents and how they act, so you like.
Yeah, I feel like the biggest issue is not understanding how serious God is and like how it like. People take religion a lot more like lax than it should be.
That's facts.
And God is forgiving, but he's not gonna forgive you over and over. I mean, he is, like the Bible says that, but like if you're gonna sin and you keep sinning, you can't just keep expecting him to forgive you doing the same thing over and over again. You know what I'm saying? You can't, you know, steal something or, you know, hurt someone, go to confession and then do it again. That's like being a hypocrite, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like the biggest issue is not taking God seriously and also like not taking the time to learn about God, learn the Bible, you know, it's not just about going to Kadas or going to service on Sundays. It's about actually knowing what you're saying. You know what I'm saying?
I just have, I'm sorry for the questions, but like, how is it like learning Giz? Because I know you guys use Giz a lot within the church. So
Giz.
How is that like growing up? Like, I don't know if you understand it fully now, but how is that like as a child? Like,
so I mean, to this day, I don't really understand it. Like, it's not like something like they like, oh, they preach like, oh, like you got to learn it. Because they use the same fidel, it's a lot like just more about like repetition. It's like with Dase Maram, it's like a lot of just, it's giz. And eventually when you get to like, there's like 7 days, Monday through Sunday. So once you get to like Wednesday, Thursday, you're like spitting it out really fast. Okay. So.
By the way, giz is like ancient Ethiopian language, right?
Yeah. Okay. It's before Amaring,
Before Amaring.
Yeah. So. I mean, some of it's like on like Tensu Letsaros, like stand up for prayer, or Letsaro Tenesu. So it's like a lot of it is sometimes backwards, but also when you get more complex, you know, just like any other language, it gets really complex. It's really hard too. Yeah.
How long did it like take you to like get like a good grasp on it?
2.5, 3 years.
Wow.
So I started learning when I was 12. I didn't get it until I was 13. I didn't go inside the Beit HaMikdash until I was 14. So that's like 2 years right there where I'm or a year and a half where I'm a deacon, I'm not even inside. And then I wouldn't say I was really proficient until I was 15, like a sophomore in high school, for real.
Oh, okay. That's crazy, bro. I mean, like, but, okay, what would you, like, say to, like, anyone who's be watching who's, like, within that age, like 13, 14, right, who wants to be a deacon or, like, wants to know more about the Word of God? You know what I mean?
From your experience now.
From your experience.
Because you're much older now. You've been through all that.
Yeah, I feel like, in my personal opinion, no one should be becoming a deacon until their age of 18. Because, I mean, technically by law, you shouldn't be getting your deaconship until you're married. So we kind of, because the church needed deacons, like the religion was not dying out, but like when people came from Ethiopia to America, there's not really that many deacons, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So they started making them like really young, 10, 11, 12, just to help out. And now I don't think we have that problem anymore. Like we have 15, 20 deacons at my church, not even including myself and like my friends, like the little ones, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like no one should be getting it when they're 12, 13, 11. I know people who got it when they're 8, 7, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like,
Spell Deacon.
Oh, literally. Some of them like are still in second grade, and they're like, I took it, like they're saying all the prayers. Some of them were better than me when at that young age, and it's great because, like I said, they have nothing else to do, so like they can sit there and memorize it.
Yeah.
But once you get to like high school, is like really like the breaking point for a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, drugs, influences. A lot of things start happening in high school that
Yeah.
you might not be ready for.
Hey, write that down.
He's spitting. He's spitting. Nah, that's true though, cause like I feel like within the church, I mean, like for me personally, I was kind of like far away from the church, you know, when I was here, and especially in high school, I had that like strong influence of my friends, and growing up with, I guess, Pentecostal background, it's very different for me than you, right? Because like with you guys have, how do I say this correctly? Like with me, I guess like while I was away from the church, right, I started to see that the friends around me were not, you know, the right crowd. But then at the same time, like growing up, I knew that I needed some fellowship, right? And my experience seeking that and finding that is very different, right? Because one, like, you don't know which church to go to at that young age. Like for me at 16, 17, you don't know who to really speak to about religion, or like, even if you do want to ask the right question, you don't really have the right person, or can't find the right people to ask that question to, right? So for someone that is struggling with that, what would you say is like a good way to reach out for help and understanding who God is, or finding a fellowship that they need?
I feel like it's not as hard as you're making it seem, but it's easy to say from my perspective, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And from everyone else, it's like, oh, like, why can't you do this when I can? But it's like different people have different struggles, different demons. So I feel like, for example, like the question.
He's laughing outside. He's laughing.
Oh, we know the demons. We know them.
This man is a demon slayer. Be in the gym every day.
He's laughing.
He's the problem, right?
Yeah, he trusts us.
Nah, but I mean, it's like finding your group of people is not that hard. It's like you'll feel it, you'll know it when you find that group of people.
Yeah.
I would never say I was around the wrong crowd, but like I think I was telling you guys before we started shooting, like at Penn State I wasn't there mentally, and that's because I was not with the right people, not with the right crowd. The environment was not for me.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't think that environment for anybody, to be honest, unless you came up from that background.
Oh no, for sure, yeah. But I came back here, and it was a lot easier to find my group of people, to find people who were same interests, same like devotion to God. It's not that hard. You just got to figure it out within yourself before you can find that in other people.
Yeah.
So that's what like, my
get in the
advice is.
word and prayer, and
For sure.
Yeah, getting closer to God.
I know, Thomas, you said you were, Penn State. Especially, we're not. Penn State's pretty far from here. We're in UCLA, right? So let's talk to some of the people who are going to school outside of their hometown or something. How was it, like, really? Like,
okay, to be completely blunt, the freedom is something coming out of an Abisha household
Yeah.
that like I regret leaving Penn State for.
Yeah.
Like I should have stayed for that
Yeah.
one reason.
Hey, listen up, guys. All the people who like my sister.
Don't leave.
Yeah, she might be going through it.
there's so many parents who are so happy right now here.
Yeah. We're good with the
But
parents.
it's really good. Like I feel like the experience is something that like I won't regret. I didn't really like it that much, but like that's my personal experience. A lot of my friends loved it. Like me and my roommate were like contemplating the first week, like like I want to leave. We were both saying that, and then at the end of the semester when I was like, yeah, I'm still leaving. He's like, I kind of like it. Like so
kind of get used to it.
you got to get used to it. Yeah, for real.
Was it? Wait, I know one thing people be like really be going through when they're like far away from home is the food. Like, how was it like not having your mom's cooked food?
Always thinking about
Five.
food.
Priorities.
Priorities.
Food.
Man should not leave my bed alone. Come on.
I'm not gonna lie, I did miss my tips, my kutful,
That's
my
the
eye,
one.
my everything.
I be
it.
sweet could
But I
goddamn
mean,
food.
the dining hall is probably top 5 worst foods like to this
I thought he was gonna
day.
say top 5 best food,
Worst
but then he said
food?
worst.
Because I wasn't on main campus. I was on a side campus, which is like 30 minutes from the main one. So I've had both main and side. Main campus is like probably top 5, like what you thought I was gonna say. The side campus, it's like, imagine like a buffet, right? The first day it's like, okay, it's not bad,
You get sick of it.
and then 15 days later it's the same food. Yeah, you get sick of it. It's so bad. It's crazy.
So wait, with the main campus, was it like more variety or something?
Variety, like high end, like it didn't look like a like a school cafeteria, like you know what I'm saying. It was definitely a lot more like variety, more things you could choose from and stuff like that too.
And I guess being on campus, did anything interesting happen? Like, you know, stuff that you remember, like,
Influences,
'cause especially when
yeah.
you're in Timbuktu, some it gets wild over there. It gets wild.
You know, I'll say this here because
A lesson. Let's
Think
put
about it
that.
first.
A lesson, yeah.
so. Oh, it's a lesson, right?
Yeah,
So lesson 1, guys. When you move in the first day, don't go out partying. Don't go to any
Listen to him,
functions.
people. Listen to him.
Because first day, you know, I'm Miskeen. My parents were still in town. I didn't want to do anything with them still here. But my friend went to a party. My roommate, not my friend. My roommate went to a party. 1:30 a.m. Bang, bang, bang on the door. He comes in, and I'm still half asleep. You know what I'm saying? So I look up. 2 people like put him on. I was like, okay, he's drunk. You know, he gets on the bed. And then around 3:30, like I smell something. I'm like fessa, like like I was almost. And it's no AC, by the way. So
That's crazy. That's crazy.
How much does that school cost?
That's a lesson, bro.
Hey, he Penn State, but get his money back.
no, literally no AC. There was heat though for whatever reason, but no AC.
Summer.
We opened the windows. I have like the box fans. Like if it wasn't on my body all night, I was gonna wet the bed, but like sweat. So I'm sleeping. I smell something, and then it gets when it's humid, it gets really like stinky in the room.
Yeah.
So I'm like oh like like what's wrong with him? And then I hear like a bang on the ground. Yeah. My roommate's really skinny, but I thought it was my Xbox controller. Like,
Hey, Cliff. I compare this roommate to.
Nah, that's crazy. I never heard that comparison
Hey,
ever in my
if
life.
someone ever compares me to Xbox controller, that's not my friend no more.
Hey, Amma, we're going to the gym tomorrow. Bro.
Stop lying. Stop lying.
Weight.
Wait, who said that? He still won't go to the gym.
I won't.
That's wild,
God
bro.
made me this way.
I gotta get back in the lab.
Okay, so wait, what happened?
Yeah.
So I hear something fall, and I said, I thought it was my Xbox controller. So I look down, like I'm not really like in a hurry to get it. I'm like it's 3:30, like I don't really care. I was constantly leaving it alone.
Yeah.
But the shit, like the smell, I was like, I have Febreze. I was like, okay, I'm about to start spraying this. I look like to the side, like I sleep on my side, so I sleep, go on the other side to like get out of my bed. I look down, he's on the ground twitching, like tweaking out, and then I'm like, okay, like Justice, hey, what's going on, man? I'm like, I can't get arrested first day. Like, I was like, no, please. Please.
Penn State jail ain't gonna be good, bro.
Get up, buddy.
Like, please, like.
The X on the eye. SpongeBob.
Chill.
All right, mommy.
Chill.
But he wouldn't wake up. He was unresponsive. And then the smell was he threw up on his bed. And he had a lot of shoes. He had nice shoes. And he threw up on some of his shoes. I was sitting there like, wow, like I followed the trail. I was like, oh, it's from him. Like I was like, okay, crazy. And then he's big. He's like 6'3", so I couldn't really move him.
Yeah.
So in my head, I was like, do I call the RA? Do I just go back to sleep? Like
I'll call the RA, bro.
Call the police.
The
bro.
smell.
I was like, I don't want to like get him in trouble. I was like, I don't know what I want to do. I was like, you know what? Just call the RA.
Yeah.
She walks down from the hallways, one hallway. She comes down. She's like, what's going on? I didn't say a word. I just opened my door. I was like, look. Now I'm blown. Now I'm mad. It went from like, oh, like you know what I'm saying? So she's like, oh my God. It's a black girl. She's like, oh my God. What happened? I was like, wow.
Oh, no.
Look at what I'm wearing. Look what he's wearing.
I just work here. Like,
Man, this is Wendy's.
Literally. And then by law, they're physically not allowed to come in my room.
Yeah.
So they called the cops. The cops came, took him on a stretcher.
Damn.
He went to the hospital for like a day and a half, 2 days.
This is the first
And
day?
then- first day.
Dang,
First day. My
that's
parents were still in
introduction,
town.
Bro. That's a crazy introduction.
So they took him on a stretcher. Took him to the ambulance. Took him to the hospital, the one hospital in Penn State. And
one hospital.
there's literally one hospital.
That's crazy.
How many people go to that school?
3,000. To the side campus.
Oh, okay.
The main campus has like 35, like you said. 35,000.
You got sides.
Oh yeah, they have 19 side campuses.
Wait, why don't you just go
19
to
side campuses.
Yeah, no, this is, yeah.
But I look at her, I was like, who's gonna clean this up? Mind you,
Yeah.
he's throwing up on his bed, on the ground, on my carpet, on his carpet, like everything is covered. And they're like, they gave me gloves in a trash bag.
Yeah, nah. I'll be sick.
I was like, oh, is this like you want me to hold it for like, you know,
Nah,
when he
you-
comes?
Yeah, big kid, that's you.
I
Yeah.
was like, nah, like no one's coming. I was like, what you mean? They're like, clean it up. I'm like, what?
Clean service.
So they're like, they felt bad for me. So they opened the door and watched me. I was like, bro, this is you. Like, go, like,
Yeah.
leave me alone. Like, they watched me clean it up. I took his
Did
sheets.
you clean him and switch rooms or something?
Bro, I'm not
No,
gonna
no,
lie.
no,
I'll
I-
take a shoes, bro, or two. Like,
Chill. They came back. Nah, they threw it away, man. Like,
Wait, how did he go?
Yeah.
Was he okay though?
he came back the next afternoon, like the next day when we woke up, because it was the same day, to be honest. And then he was like, damn, my bad, bro. And he gave me like $20, Manaman. He was like, for saving me. He was like, thank you for saving me. I
I
was
would
like,
ask for 200 for the cleaning service, bro. Whoa.
Which one of those shoes you don't like?
I mean, he paid for the carpet. Like he cleaned it, man. I'm dry cleaning and everything. And then he was sick for like the rest of the second day of school. My parents came pick me up. They're like, "How's your night?" I was like, "That's good." Uneventful.
Hey, out the way.
He said it's good. He started twitching.
I don't like lying, so I was like, I don't want to tell him like, we winning, legit.
Yeah.
I didn't want all that. So I was like,
Yeah.
let me just.
You know
keep this
they'll
in
take
there.
you back quicker.
Did you ever tell them?
No. To this day, I mean, if they watch this,
Mothers, fathers, your son made it
You
alive.
could've taught- you
Yeah,
could've taught.
college experience is just
Nah, that's actually crazy. Cause no, I be thinking like, bro, I wish I had like an experience like
Yeah.
living on campus.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There's good stories, you know, clubs and stuff and everything. But then there's some crazy stories, like you said, like that's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
Like imagine, like I don't know, just like it's always like, especially right after like high school, that senior,
Yeah.
you just want like that freedom away
Yeah.
from your parents, doing whatever you want, no curfew and stuff. But like
Yeah.
it
You
comes
miss it
to
though.
like without that limit, you know what I mean? Like at
Yeah.
18, a lot of people think they're grown, but it's like
Oh yeah, you were 18 when this happened, right?
Oh, yeah, I was 18.
Dang,
Yeah.
bro, 18
Right.
I was just seeing this. That's
And
crazy.
yeah.
you're like doing online school right now, right?
I'm doing online right now.
Is that are you gonna continue with that until you graduate, or like you plan on going back?
So I have options. I could come to UCLA with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Bruins.
Bruins.
I go to UCLA with you guys. I could try and transfer anywhere else. Go back is an option too, but just keeping my options open for whatever like fits me the most.
This sound like the football players when they're asked if they're gonna get traded. Say, I'm just keeping options open.
Right now, I'm just talking to my agent.
See,
I
what's
might go back to
available.
UMC,
Yeah.
University of Montgomery.
Raptors for life.
How long you been there? No,
I'm about to extend my contract. Actually. But nah, like how you said, besides school, like what do you got going for you right now? What you got planning
Yeah.
coming up?
I be doing content. I be doing podcasts. Be doing e-dates. I be take type of timing that you guys be on for real.
Oh crap! I actually saw your clip
Yes, I
recently.
seen
Oh
it.
really? On
With
TikTok?
Aman.
Oh.
Everybody knows online.
Hey, shout out Nicest Ethiopian. Shout out
Yeah.
Nicest Ethiopian.
Yeah, nah, that's
That's
what's
my
up.
man.
Shout out to my guy.
Yeah, what do you have like? Do you have anything in mind that you want to discuss and stuff regarding to like the work you do, or?
I saw you guys your public interview at ESFNA. I don't know why I didn't get to see you guys. Actually, that's the first like thing on my TikTok that I saw you guys off of.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to get into the public interviews because if you guys look on TikTok and YouTube, they're going crazy. Like
Yeah.
the Nelk
Yeah.
Boys and everything, they're going really good with that. And that's an option. I really want to do like films too, like short like films. I've been doing skits, like everything. Like
Even with the public
Concentrate.
interviews, like I'd be noticing like everybody's doing it.
Yeah.
But like some people are like, I feel like just be creative with it. Like
Yeah.
don't ask the same questions everybody else asks. Like
ESFNA was funny.
no, say it.
ESFNA was
No,
funny,
I
bro.
gotta defend myself. Not defend myself. I gotta actually apologize because
Yeah,
I feel
apologize
like
right now.
no, for real. Because no, I really need to. I
good,
think
let it go. They're good.
a lot of times. No, it's because Let me speak, my brothers. I don't want to stutter like last time.
Yeah.
It was harder than I thought.
Of course.
Going up to people and actually coming up with unique questions is a lot harder than it looks, and it's so easy for me to watch, but like, you're just asking the same question,
Yeah.
even like we had an encounter with like a big YouTuber like recently last week, right? And they asked us a question. We thought we were gonna make the cut. We didn't make the cut,
Yeah.
So for them to
A
have
friend did.
good content, yeah, one friend did.
Yeah.
Oh, Noah Bo, no?
Huh?
Were they?
Yeah, Noah and Ryan.
Yeah.
But
No, you
like
remember their names.
for when like
UCLA.
UCLA for sure. When they do it, I realized it's not their first take that they take.
Yeah.
They do
Yeah.
multiple, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't have that in mind. And I gotta be honest, bro. I can't watch that video myself. Either. I know, but like
the
you
boy
know,
out
Hey, y'all must be forgetting their names. Like
Nah,
The worst part is after you ask like the question you think of, then you're like, now what?
You just kind of stand there after they give their
So
answer.
what's your favorite artist?
And like it's not even like you're social. You're very social.
Somewhat,
So yeah, and I mean I am too, but it's still I think it requires like time, you know,
Repetition.
repetition. Even with the podcast, the same thing.
Yeah, the people who do it like TikTok and YouTube, they've been doing it like years, or like they take a lot of cuts. So like by the 20th time, like if you don't know the question, it's kind of weird. So they probably definitely have it down by then.
Even just reflecting like last we've been here at most 6 months.
Yeah.
That's probably less than like 5 months.
Yeah.
And the last 5 months have been a lot of stuff, you know, ups and downs. Like it's
A lot of ups and downs.
There's been
Mostly
times.
downs.
There's been times you walk up to someone
Down the water.
you be like, what am I gonna say to this person?
Yeah.
Who was that?
What?
Wait, was it a question of?
What are you talking about? Hold on, nah, say it.
I will tell you what
I don't know
happened.
if it's about.
Because I mean, we really invested like a lot in this, right? And there was a time we were they called us to do like an event, right? And we were so excited. We got the wireless mics, everything, right?
Yeah.
We had everything except the question to ask. So we got
The girl was waiting for us. And we were in a huddle. Like, what do we ask this girl?
and then that was actually the first time I realized this is a lot harder than it
Yeah.
looks. I used to make fun of people that do this. And I'm like, bro, you just asking questions. I'm like it's better than like being a doctor. I'm not saying it's that hard, it's impossible. But
Why you throwing shots?
no, I'm saying like being a doctor is harder.
And all the careers, like, he saved your
like,
life.
Yeah, he better save you.
Because when YouTubers say I have the hardest job, people are like, shut up, you know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But like, it's not something anybody can do.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, for
Or
sure.
it takes a lot of time.
But
But
there's also another point. Some people don't need to be doing this.
Yeah. Some people don't need a platform. Nah,
The scariest
no,
thing is,
listen.
go ahead.
Okay, not to throw, like dirt at this person, but like, who's that girl from TikTok goes like, period, period, bro.
This whole week, this man, every time we walk to campus, he's like, period, period.
Yeah,
Bro,
I
get
was
out
like,
of my
bro,
head.
What is
Yeah,
that?
like, huh?
I don't have
she
to
was
talk
doing.
this week.
Huh?
She was
Bro, but
song?
like now she has a song.
Yeah.
And she was saying like she was like on this podcast and stuff. She wants to work like big artists, and I'm
Yeah.
like, so easy to get that platform.
Yeah.
Like I don't think everyone needs it. Like
That's what I'm
I
saying.
really
I think
don't.
the internet, what it did a lot of good, but it also gave everyone a platform.
yeah.
Not a lot of people deserve a
Can
platform.
we be mad at that though? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I might just have to call it quits and go for that
No,
internet,
don't
bro.
do that belly dancing,
Because-
bro.
No, that's
Hey,
wild.
you got like a year.
But the
bro.
potential that it has, like, because if you're smart with it, I know some people that blew up for 1-2 years, saved that money, right? Now they can potentially retire. Now it's not gonna work out for everybody. but
retire
just
is
the-
crazy.
No,
Like-
actually, no, surprising.
It can be, but retiring is crazy. Like
yeah, and people like the guy, lame Kabi,
Who?
the Italian guy.
Oh,
I know
yeah.
him. Yeah.
Like he was able to get his citizenship mostly through because of his fame, and that got him a lot of the best lawyers in the country's attention. A lot of people have come from the trenches to make it.
Yeah, we staying
You
in
know.
the trenches.
That's what I'm saying. And if I didn't have God with me, it would have been a different story. That's all I'm gonna say.
But what's your point of view, Thomas? Like, how do you think you would like to navigate, I guess, a social media
Yeah.
world? Like,
As a
how-
creator.
creator.
I feel like to navigate it, or like
How do you maneuver? Like,
Yeah.
just in
to
your
move
opinion?
through it, I feel like you gotta find your niche. Like
That's a good
whether it's like when you start playing football, you don't just start playing every position, or you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You're good at quarterback, you're good at receiver. The same thing with like anything in life for real. But you too, like if there's one thing you're good at, stick to it. If it's like podcast, do your podcast. And I feel like it starts to get complicated when people start to do like you start to do vlogs, start to do podcasts, you start to do like
Everything
skits,
that-
everything. I'm not gonna lie, I just named everything that I do.
I was like, contradicting. How am I contradicting?
No. I don't blame
That
him.
boy said Phil's
I was like, hold up.
That's until one of them catch. Like you have to know your like niche.
At a
right?
certain point, yeah.
Yeah.
throwing out shots.
I mean, that's the niche, but it's like at the same point, it's like my issue is, bro. I be trying to do everything. I start something. I start this. I never
Yeah,
finish
yeah,
one thing.
yeah.
I be starting
Consistency
everything.
is key.
Yeah.
So
That's why
like,
I like
have
this
you
podcast.
felt like you've been like self-reflection on your own self? Like how well have you think you've done for yourself?
I feel like what I'm doing right now is me trying to find one thing that I'm good at. And I mean, I'm like, not to like toot my own horn, but I feel like I do everything to a certain level of like a standard that I'm okay with.
Yeah.
Like if I wasn't okay with whatever I'm doing, like I wouldn't upload it. I wouldn't like be okay with it. But like there's been a lot of like, for example, like e-dates that didn't make it out like the Zoom or like the folder, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or just like even podcasts that haven't been uploaded. So I feel like
We know about those.
I feel dumb.
But even with those, like, you never know. Because it's like, I'm not gonna lie to you, some videos we put up, obviously, you know, people might like it. But some videos we thought we had no hope for, we put them up and that's good.
Yeah,
so like,
Faith.
Hey,
Walk
just-
by faith.
you never know what could happen, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Especially
No, yeah.
people who are, some of y'all who are out here doing, you know, music or whatever, like,
Yeah.
put it out, see what it does. You know, it's all about consistency. Everything,
For sure.
hard work always gets rewarded regardless. You know?
That's
because you don't want to like dash anyone's hope.
Yeah.
Like people saying, oh, like, you know, it's bad if some people get the fame or the clout,
Yeah.
and then it's like, oh, like I don't want to start it. I don't want to get the hate. I don't want, because there's always gonna be hate.
Definitely. For
Like
fact.
don't look at TikTok comments
Yeah.
after like 2 hours of,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Just us. We know.
I'm like, damn, what I do to you?
They're not
A
messing
lot of
with
hate
us.
and hearts. Nah,
They're not
definitely.
messing with us. No, but I know what you mean. Honestly, I mean, kind of as a content creator, I guess you can say.
What about the, so what's the goal? Like, is this because
Angle?
like the end goal, like
Mm.
because for us, like I mean, I will say for myself, right? For right now, this is a hobby.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not relying on this. I'm not gonna rely on this, but
Well, I rely on this a lot.
there are
I
some
rely
days
on
where I'm
this,
so
buddy.
tempted. I'm like, you know, like
I be getting inspired. I don't know, like,
yeah. But like for you, where do you see this going? And like, what are you planning to go? Where you plan to take this?
That's a great question. I feel like there's days like you upload something and it does really well. You're like, I'm gonna drop everything.
Yeah. That was us,
No more
bro.
school.
you know, I could see myself.
Yeah. I'm not paying tuition. I could pay for like all these cameras. Like,
That's what I'm saying,
you know
bro.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
There's been days where I'm like, let me invest in myself.
Mhm.
But there's also days and it's like, let me go half-half, or let me go 75 and 25 or whatever it is. Right now, like just like you guys, it's a hobby. It's never gonna be anything more than a hobby until it can prove that I can make substantial income off of it, or take my life somewhere, like lead my career somewhere with it.
Yeah.
So until it does that, it's staying as a hobby.
But you like this hobby, right? You love,
Oh,
it.
I
You
love
like
it.
doing it.
Oh, for sure. I
Yeah,
love it.
Yeah, I,
I
think
wouldn't
that's
do
why
it,
the
yeah.
best part is like if you don't love like what you do or what you want to do, it makes it extremely difficult.
You could
Like,
tell.
Yeah.
This conversation, like, to be honest, I forgot we're recording. Like, I'm just talking to man. I'm just rapping.
This is what laughing.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, people, like, you could tell, like, most guys, you know, we all have some deep conversation. Like, we should make a podcast. But then y'all be getting on camera and then you be like,
Damn.
forgetting your name. But, like, consistency. And now, like, look, you can, so many things can happen after, like,
Yeah.
outside of it.
Yeah.
But I guess for you, one more question I would say is, like, not one more, but just a question. It's like, what would you say is, like, one of your biggest regrets regarding, like, just, it doesn't have to be even with, like, social media, but just, like,
Just in life in general.
yeah, something you messed up on, something, like, wasted opportunity.
You know, I like to live by, my friends will kill me if they ever see this, but my biggest thing is not that I'm always right, but I'm always right until you can prove me wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, it's a bad thing to like, you know, go by. But I feel like even with regrets, it's like, why would I have any regrets if my present state is okay? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like there are regrets. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like there's a lot of things that can be like list out, like, oh, I wish I did this instead of that. But if it in the end goal still worked out, I feel like then I don't really have regrets. You know what I'm saying?
Not a downfall or anything.
Yeah.
But what if let's say your present state is okay? I mean,
Mhm.
God, thank God. It's good. But like, what could have been, or like what could have happened, or if you would have just put in a little more time here, or if you were, because I know sometimes with me, not sometimes, a lot of times I'd be cutting corners,
Yeah.
and I'd be thinking like if I actually just did everything like, you know, the hard way.
Study. Study. Oh, that's not about me.
Who you
like,
trying to
too,
who
like-
you
That's not
trying
about
to
me.
impress, bro?
That's not about me. My
You ain't
fault. That's
studying
not
over
about
here.
me.
But yeah.
That's what I mean. I'm not studying. My fault. My fault.
But like,
Okay.
you ever think about like who you could be, or like things
yeah.
you could have been?
I mean, kind of going back off the study thing, in high school, my freshman GPA was a 2.7.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's not bad.
that's not bad.
That's not bad.
Okay, maybe in high school that could
Yeah,
be
in my head I was like,
Yeah. Bro,
Not in college, in high school, that.
bro, I know people with like 1.2, bro. Right. Anywho, yeah.
Yeah,
Different
no.
crowd, you know. Yeah.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
like it was well today, bro.
Yeah. Crazy.
senioritis is for real. That's
Yeah,
what-
senioritis is
No,
crazy.
for sure. But if I did better, it was too late. Like freshman year, you start with the 2.7.
Yeah.
Sophomore, junior, like it wasn't really gonna get any better from there. And I remember junior, like Xavier could have been, but like, thank God for quarantine and COVID, like the disease and everything.
Yeah.
But like,
I said Disney.
Because Xavier Carvalho.
I failed physics,
Uh-huh.
first, second, third quarter.
Mhm.
Quarantine A.
Oh wait, hold up.
We're not gonna talk about how I got the A.
That's what I'm saying. Like when you're at home, it's a different battle. bro.
W.
There was times I had
Different demons.
Gabi. I was in my bed like this. If she called my name, I promise you, I wouldn't know what I would have done, bro.
Nah, quarantine was a different era, but
My camera was broken.
Hmm?
It was broken. All
Vaseline.
The camera's been broken all year. Yep, it's still broken.
Vaseline's that's a good. Thank you.
Hey, that's not what I meant, bro. That's not what I meant.
UCLA's watching.
Yeah, exactly. Thank
The
you.
Bruins were sorry.
We got here with hard work and dedication.
I see no passion. No
No.
No.
This football club.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing is set.
What?
Okay. Just finish the quote, sir.
My fault.
Wow.
My fault.
Would you
Mhm.
have anything you want to say?
Yeah.
Anything I wanna
last
say?
thoughts,
Yeah.
Contributions.
Like
and-
just in general to our audience. Any advices? Any
To your audience too.
thoughts?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's your audience too.
Yeah, no, for sure. I guess my biggest, like, not the biggest, but like the one thing I'm gonna say is like, don't give up on like anything that you're doing. And
I
if
need
you're
that. Sorry.
on your quizzes and
Just bombed an exam.
that last question, you see it, 60 points still.
Man sat here like he didn't just bombed at it.
Hey, technically, if you didn't do well on that question, you starting with a 40. Like, think
That's
about
not bad.
it. That's not bad. It's crazy,
I won't
bro.
say the other part, but
It's not how you start.
I'm
it's
about
how
to go
you
home and
finish.
be like, damn. It's gonna hit you like when I got 8 p.m. It's gonna just smack you like, damn.
No,
But yeah.
You laugh
Anything
off.
else?
But yeah, no, like, don't give up on whatever you're doing. You know, be tactical with your choices. Be tactical with like everything in life. You know, take a second and analyze what you're doing. And you know, if it's a smart thing to cut something off, cut it off. If it's a smart thing to keep it going, keep it going. But at the end of the day, do what makes you happy, what's good for you. Don't worry about anyone else.
Yeah. It doesn't mean drop out, guys. Advertising.
Only if you-
does
Yeah,
not mean drop
be
out.
responsible.
Yeah.
But I guess last
Responsible.
thing is like, what do you have coming up for yourself?
Yeah.
And next, we're close to 2023. So what's up with you?
I'm trying to finish out the year strong. You know, I have goals for myself by Christmas, trying to hit 1,000. I know you guys are there, or almost there. So I'm trying to hit 1,000, get monetized, get kind of. I think once you get monetized on YouTube, everything kind of starts streamrolling a little easier.
You said that.
It's a little faster.
For sure.
You'll start getting on the pages more often and stuff, not. But kind of getting myself to be more consistent. You know, like I just took a week off, like not even just like because I wanted to, but like just because of circumstances.
Yeah.
So just kind of be more consistent, keep myself consistent, and just get the work done.
Yeah. What's up, man?
Yeah, we're rooting for you, bro. Get that bolsa.
Yeah,
That
appreciate it.
bolsa.
First thing I said to him when he got here.
Yeah.
19 years old, bro. You got a good future ahead of yourself.
For sure.
Appreciate
Hey,
you.
man, it's a great conversation.
This has been. I gotta be honest, okay.
It's just chill.
This has gotta be one of my favorite episodes.
Yeah.
For real. I was
Let's
laughing
see
at
how it turns out.
control.
Let's see how it turns out.
Alright, bro, like, I really appreciate y'all for tuning in, you know. Any last words, any last shout outs, any plugs, anything?
No.
Thank you all for watching. For real.
Yeah, bro.
Go go check out Tom.
Wavy Tom.
Wavy
Yes,
Tom,
sir.
man.
Here, local UCLA.
Recruit. Not there yet.
He
came
on the
in,
short list.
Check the campus, you know.
Yep.
UCLA got a lot to offer. But anyways, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Off the dome and we're out.
Choose
Bow.
Bruins, bro.
Yes, sir.